Welcome to the world of tomorrow. Climb aboard. You are about to take a journey out of this world into the world of the future. Forget the world around you. Forget the people around you. You are entering Futurama, alone with your own thoughts. Have you ever wondered where we will find the food, clothing, and shelter we will need to sustain the world's exploding population in the years ahead? In the timeless distances of outer space, perhaps? The technology of today is already helping us penetrate the silent darkness of space. Man himself has taken the first tiny step into this vast unknown, and we can only imagine what resources will soon be brought back to Earth by these early pioneers. But what about our own Earth? Are there not still resources here to meet the needs of the world tomorrow? What about that great unexplored continent at the bottom of our Earth, larger than the United States and Europe combined? Already, Antarctica has become a great scientific laboratory for men of all nations to discover great new land areas rich with natural resources.
Salon Rio and Chevy. Salon Rio and Chevy. Salon Rio and Chevy.
Just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. Give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. Life's too short to make a mistake, to think of each other and hesitate. Young and impatient we may be, there's no need to act foolishly. If we part, our hearts won't forget it. Years from now we'll surely regret it. So give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. Oh, give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. You're young and you're in a hurry. You're eager for love, but you don't worry. We both want the sweetness in life, but these things don't come overnight. Don't give up, 'cause love seems so slow. Girl, we're gonna succeed with another blow. So give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. Baby, please, baby, baby, please, baby, baby. What's up, everybody? Happy Night Starter. Uh-oh, I see someone almost has the theme. See, lock over on YouTube. It just said, the Funk Brothers? Almost. Kind of. Love is the mountain we must you too long, but the feeling I had is oh so strong. I know we can't make it, no doubt. We owe it to ourselves to find it out. Just give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. Ooh, give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. Oh, give me just a little more time, and our love will surely grow. Baby, please, baby, please, ooh, baby. That was Chairman of the Board with Give Me Just a Little More Time. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Wednesday Night Night Starter. If you're seeing me on your feed on YouTube or on Twitch, then you know it's Wednesday night. And yes, it's Night Starter. I'm just getting all my things. What's up, everybody? Okay, so there's a theme tonight, and I saw over on YouTube, D-Lock said, guest the Funk Brothers. You're so close. He was a Funk Brother, indeed. Tonight's Night Starter theme is none other than Mr. Dennis Coffey himself. I'm really excited about this one. I have a personal history with Dennis Coffey that we'll get into later in the show. I can't wait to tell you about it. If you're new to my music and a little bit of my career, it does involve doing some work with Dennis Coffey, who really led to a lot of my deep soul for music. So, with that, your theme. Yep. So Dennis Coffey was indeed a Motown funk brother. He was so much more than that as well, though. I'm calling tonight's theme Funky Coffee. And you saw my hints were a cup of coffee, a pair of glasses, because he wore, in the 70s, really big aviator type of glasses. I'm a fan of people in big glasses, and he still to this day wears black frame glasses. Hailing from Detroit, Michigan, Dennis Coffey, 85 years young now, still alive, is an American guitarist, studio musician, producer, and solo artist, known for introducing that funky 70s rock and roll wah-wah guitar sound, the Echoplex tape delay, to mainstream soul of the 1970s. He is one of the most sampled musicians in hip-hop and has played many of Motown. He played on so many of Motown's great hits. Dylan, he was a guitar player. He is a guitar player. That's his main instrument. He's not a singer. But he also was a producer, and he was, as a guitar player, he was also a solo artist, and we'll get into that. But yeah, he played on many of Motown's greatest hits as an original funk brother, and his sound has been described as raw, rhythmic, unmistakably Detroit, with sharp, psychedelic guitar tones. And yeah, I have a few fun facts set up for Dennis Coffey. But yeah, anything that I'm gonna do tonight on the show is something that Dennis Coffey has played on. And I even have a couple little facts about some of the songs and also some other stuff he did. So here we go. And also I'm so excited to, hey, thanks Wiki Dawn. I have to say this, aside from the stuff about Dennis Coffey, I had to reapply for all my YouTube credentials. It was kind of wild. All of my stuff had been siphoning somewhere where it shouldn't have been going, so I was like a detective the last month on YouTube trying to find out where all my super chats were going, all the things, and I finally figured it out, and then I had to reapply for every credential so we could do the super chats and like all the fun like sending things on YouTube, kind of like on Twitch. Everybody on Twitch, I run a multi-stream, so there's 2 rooms going right now, and YouTube is a lot like Twitch, and like you can send things as well. I love Twitch because there is a Charlie the Gnome and a Jerry emoji, which I love when that pops up. Maybe YouTube will catch up, but anyways,
Just like yesterday, I was reapproved for all my credentials, so all the super chat buttons, everything is working on YouTube again. And I know where it's going. It's not going to a mystery company anymore. Haha. Yeah, so detective work went well. All right, here's the next song. This is a Dennis Coffey. Dennis Coffey played on this. This is the Dramatics with What You See Is What You Get. I love this tune. I'm gonna catch my breath. Whew. Here we go.
Some people are made of plastic. You know, some people are made of wood. Some people have hearts of stone. And some people are up to no good. But baby, I'm for real. About as real as you can get. If what you're looking for is real loving, then what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. Is what you get. What you see is what you get now, baby. I said what you see is what you get now, baby. You know, and the real thing is the best thing yet.
I love reading all you guys' chats. When I'm not reading the lyrics.
You know, some people are made of lies to bring you down and shame your name. But baby, I have good intentions. 'Cause breaking hearts just ain't my game. All I want to do is love you. I won't kill you with regret, no, no. If what you're looking for is real loving, then what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get.
Hey, thanks, Small Money.
What you see is what you get. I mean, what you see is what you get now, baby. Real thing is the best thing, yeah. Ooh, what you see.
Those horns, right?
Is what you get. Got a real love. What you see, baby, is what you get. Look at what you see is what you get now, baby. You know what you see is what you get now, baby. You know what you see is what you get now, baby. What you see and what you get is what you get. What you see is what you get. Ooh, what you see is what you get now, baby. You know what you see is what you get.
That was the Dramatics with What You See Is What You Get. And we'll be right back after our first very special Night Starter commercial of the night. This one I want to thank Mr. Ricky Don for turning me onto this commercial. Enjoy.
Blue blocker sunglasses. They're really different.
My name is Geek. I put them on as a shocker. Man, I love these blue blockers. Everything is clear. They block out the sun. Oh, yeah, I gotta get me some.
It's not like 3D, but it's got that effect where everything is so separated.
They're great. Best sunglasses I've ever owned. I've been telling everyone I know about these. Honest to goodness.
It's different. Never seen anything like these.
I thought it was a gimmick. When I see it on TV at night, it's not. It's real. They actually work.
The original blue blocker sunglasses block 100% of the ultraviolet and blue light, have lightweight nylon frames, carrying case, and lifetime limited warranty. Clip-ons available for prescription wearers. Was $49.95, now only $19.95. Accept no substitutes. Order now.
We really all have to watch out for the ultraviolet rays and the damage done to our eyes, and so it's really an investment in protecting your eyes.
So there you have it, folks out there in TV land. Get you some glasses that's sweeping the land. Remember what I said, now I'm a hip hopper, yeah. Go get you some blue blockers.
Blue blocker sunglasses. They're really different.
My name is Geek.
And we are back with Nite Starter. How about that? Blue block. I need a blue. I think you can still get blue blockers in Florida. I'm pretty sure I've seen blue blockers at every gas station in Florida. So next time I go to Florida, I'll be sure to pick up a pair of blue blockers. Thanks, Wiki Don Morris. Wiki Don Morris on YouTube is my dad. He's poking around in the stream. I see Cosmic Taco Beach Shack is here, Mr. Mendo, Human Being, Penfold Hamster over on Twitch, JPK Metz over on Twitch talking about, yes, JPK Metz has stolen candy from me. You also used to bring me, so JPK Metz on Twitch is an old friend of mine, and he used to frequent and visit me at the bar I worked at in the Lower East Side, the library bar. Penfold just posted one of my clown emojis on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, get into that clown emoji. Okay, back to our theme. Dennis Coffey, the night's theme. If you're new in the room, tonight I'm calling it Funky Coffee, and it is the music of Dennis Coffey. He was he still is. He is still kicking around. An incredible studio session guitarist, but also a solo artist, instrumental guitarist, put out some great records, and producer as well. So what I want to talk about now, I'm calling this section New Beginnings. Look at me, I'm such a nerd. So Dennis Coffey started really young, like 15 years old type of young. His first professional recording gig was at 15 years old, and then he began playing behind the Del Shannons on a bunch of their early hits as part of the group The Royal Tones. He got his work, though, his main work at Motown Studios for $138 a week from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., Monday to Thursday night. His job was to play guitar in the producer's workshop, Studio B. And so the Motown Studio B was a workshop where the Motown producers would go and they would workshop their ideas, and there would be musicians there working with them, and the songs would be evaluated. And actually, one of the songs, the next song that I'm going to play, happened to be one of these workshop songs, and it became a hit, and it's the song that secured Dennis Coffey's gig as Motown Funk Brother. The song ended up becoming huge, and he added his famous guitar sound. This was the first one that he brought, his wah-wah echoplex sound. He was kind of known as a, what I was reading about is that he was known as like he became known as the special effects guy over at Motown. And I also wrote this, I just want to say, like, these are some of the albums that he has played on. There's so many, like pretty much any song you've heard on Motown and others. He wasn't just a Motown guitarist. He was a freelancer, so he was one of the few that could go and work for other studios. So I believe he went down and worked at Muscle Shoals Studios. So he played on Edwin Starr's War, Diana Ross and the Supremes, Someday We'll Be Together, The Parliaments, which actually was early George Clinton was in a band that was just called The Parliaments. And then it became Parliament, and then it became Parliament Funkadelic, and Dennis Coffey played guitar in early Parliaments music, which I might play one of those later. He also played with Frida Payne, Band of Gold, and one other really cool fact. Remember I did an episode called Lost and Found back in January, where we went through musicians that didn't really find their big moment until like later in their career, and I did a feature on Sixto Rodriguez, who did the album called Fact that blew up around 2009. So Sixto Rodriguez was as well from Detroit, and who discovered Rodriguez? Dennis Coffey. And Dennis Coffey was one of the main producers. There was 2 producers on the album, and Dennis Coffey was one of them. So anyways, I'm out of breath. A lot of facts here, so I'm trying to squeeze them all in and stay on time, which I never am. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna attempt, it's a hard one, I'm going to attempt to sing Cloud 9 by The Temptations. And when you listen to this, I know this is my fancy YouTube band, it's not Dennis Coffey on these tracks, but just imagine, because this is my fancy YouTube background band trying to emulate the insane stuff that Dennis Coffey did. And Dennis Coffey, like, really crafted such a sound in the 70s to just making soul music, like brought psychedelic soul to a whole new level. So here is The Temptations with Cloud 9.
Part of my life wasn't very pretty. I was born and raised in the slums of the city. It was a one-room shack I slept in other my being. We hardly had enough food or room to sleep. It was hard times, something to ease my troubled mind. This father didn't know the meaning of work. He disrespected mama and treated us like dirt. I left home seeking a job that I never did find. Depressed and downhearted, I took to Cloud 9. I'm doing fine, yeah, on Cloud 9. One more time, I'm doing fine on Cloud 9. They say give yourself a chance, don't let life pass by you. But the world around you is a rat race where only the strong survive. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and that ain't no lie, ain't no lie. It ain't even live no more to walk the streets at night. I'm doing fine on Cloud 9. This one's hard. You can be what you wanna be, Cloud 9. You ain't got no responsibility on Cloud 9. Every man is free on Cloud 9. You're a million miles from reality. Higher, higher, up and away on Cloud 9. I love the life I live, and I live the life I love up here on Cloud 9. Higher, higher, higher on Cloud 9. You're as free as a bird and fly on Cloud 9. There's no difference between day and night on Cloud 9. It's a world of love and harmony, Cloud 9. You're a million miles from reality. Up
boom, 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 boom. Woo! That was a hard one, you guys. That was The Temptations with Cloud 9. I gotta catch my breath. With that, it is time for yet another Night Starter kind of commercial break, and after that, we'll be back with your weekly top news of the weird. We'll be right back after these messages. And yeah, if you've not heard, check out the album Psychedelic Shack by The Temptations. There's actually a whole bunch of Dennis Coffey all over that album. Yes, with Cloud 9. I saw Dylan D-Lock said Ball of Confusion, which is one of my favorites too, and Psychedelic Shack. All right, here's your commercial. Ooh, this is a special one for everybody out there. If you need this, enjoy. I'll see you right after this.
Next time you're feeling down, feeling that no one really gets you, or you're just wanting to hear some encouraging words, well, there's a solution.
You can have what you want. You can do it. The finish line is closer than you think.
The Cheers to You CD is 8 tracks filled with encouragement and cheering applause. It's even been featured on The Ellen DeGeneres Show.
We're on your side. We're here for you. We believe in you.
We guarantee you'll be feeling better about yourself and your life, or we'll give you your money back. Call 1-877-545-6715 now to order the Cheers to You CD, and you'll also receive 3 puzzle-shaped affirmative tokens. One says, I am courageous. Another, I am unstoppable. And the third, without me, the puzzle is incomplete. Together, all these items normally sell for $35, but right now you can get them for only $24.95. Call now, and don't forget,
hooray for you!
Next time you're feeling down, feeling that no one really gets you, or you're just wanting to hear some encouraging words, well, there's a solution.
You can have what you want. You can do it.
And now, weekly news of the weird with your favorite anchor, Kendra Morris.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm here with the news of the weird. And my background music is, again, harp mood music until I keep forgetting. I try to add something every week. I keep forgetting about my fancy news music. But until then, here is your weekly news of the weird. I'm actually doing something a little different tonight. Let me go back into my news of the weird character. So welcome to Night Starter, Kendra Morris's weekly news of the weird. I got a few great stories for you tonight. We're gonna start with what I like to call a sticky situation. I'd like you to notice up here, right there, I have a slideshow because I'm real news now. And apparently if you're a real news show, you show slides. So, as you see above, a sticky situation. In Fontana, California, a truck overturned on the 10 freeway, spilling hundreds of gallons of syrup into the road. The usual absorbent material failed to clean it due to its stickiness, so a truck was summoned to hose it down. It took almost 9 hours to clean it up and reopen the roadway. And that, my friends, is a very sticky situation. I bet it smelled good though. I bet some ants crossed the road after that. And now my next piece of news. Did that work? Do you guys see my slides changing for you? Okay, well maybe my slide didn't work, but just imagine that it did. So my next news story is called An Even Stickier Situation. And this happened just last week or 2 weeks ago in Putnam County, Florida. Andrew Giddens was rescued on February 25th after being stuck shoulder deep in quicksand like mud for 12 days, friends. Family reported him missing on February 14th, and he somehow survived without food and water. And when they found him 12 days later, it took them about 2 to 3 hours to free him because it was so unsafe for the rescue workers as well, so that they wouldn't get sucked into it. He is now in critical condition at the hospital and expected to make a full recovery. And my last bit of weird news, let me see if I can get this to work. No. Okay. That's the syrup truck. I can't get my slideshow to work, but they're there. Okay, my last bit of weird news, which I thought is very important for everyone here to know, but this is a trend alert. Everybody, trend alert. Runners have recently discovered, if you're a runner, pay very close attention because this could pertain to something that you want to be a part of. Runners have discovered that they can churn butter by strapping bags of heavy cream and salt to their torsos and running around for an hour. It's called churning and burning, or butter runs, which I'll say it first. Butter runs doesn't sound like you're strapping cream and salt. It sounds like you have like really buttery diarrhea. But yeah, runners then bring snacks with them on their running trips, and after they churn their butter while running, they stop and eat the butter after the run. And there you have it. Very special news of the weird here on Night Starter, where you hear the best trend alerts, and sometimes you get a few horror stories too. With that, it's time for yet another wonderful commercial for you, and I'll be right back with some more songs. Oh, this is a good one.
Seen a series of one-car accidents recently involving rollovers and serious injuries to passengers. I don't know if it's video games or what, but it's so unfair to, after something like this, to blame people in the backseat or say they deserved it. I don't like consoling these parents about what's happened, but I'll do it until it stops. Will you please stop? I'm Scott Hoy.
We are back after that wonderful little message. All right. Oh, I was supposed to play something else. Anyways, okay. So that was your commercial, but actually what I want to play for you, I was telling you that Dennis Coffey also produced a lot of stuff, and the next I actually want to play you a trailer. Dennis Coffey produced the soundtrack, him and another guy produced the soundtrack for the Grindhouse movie, Black Belt Jones, and he created the soundtrack with Luchi de Jesus, and it's a cult grindhouse, and I wanted to just play the trailer for you, and then we'll go into the next song. So this is the trailer for Dennis Coffey's soundtrack. Well, the music you hear is Dennis Coffey, but the movie Black Belt Jones. And then we'll go to the next song.
Suicide. Gloria Hendry.
I ain't your mama.
Black Belt Jones leads his private commandos into the nerve center of a gangland stronghold to crack a super crime conspiracy. Black Belt Jones from Warner Brothers, rated R.
That was the trailer for Black Belt Jones. If you haven't seen that movie, check it out. I haven't seen that movie, and I'm gonna check it out. Maybe we could all watch it this week and talk about it next week. With that, I was saying earlier that Dennis Coffey played on very early George Clinton and the Parliament Funkadelics, and they were known as the Parliaments. And this is the song "All Your Goodies Are Gone" by Parliament. Here we go. Danny, you asked how often I sing. I will let you know right after this. Baby, I'm through with you. For you in the loser seat. Let her put you behind the wheel. Shame, shame on me for thinking that I could possibly be the exclusive one of your choice in this world infested with boys. Well, now I know that I'm not. I got lost. This one doesn't even have a karaoke track, so I'm singing to the instrumental, staring at lyrics. I refuse to be blue. Let her put you in the loser seat, and let her put you behind the wheel. Let her for real. Without a love of your own, and all your goodies are gone. All your goodies are gone, yeah. All your goodies are gone. Here's your instrumental breakdown. Hey, thanks human being for the super chat. That is Parliament with All Your Goodies Are Gone, and you can hear, like, because this is the actual instrumental track, so what you're hearing now is Dennis Coffey on the guitar, that, like, funky wah-wah sound. I thought we hadn't done a song craft time in a minute, so, oops, it's not that time yet. No, you can't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. I'm gonna put on another really special commercial for you that I'm excited for you. This one goes out to all you naughty moms. So if Mr. Bojangles, my mom, is on here somewhere, this commercial I picked out specially for you. It made me think of you. And all the moms out there. Being a mom myself, this is not me though, I swear it. All right, and I'll be right back, and we're gonna do Songcraft time after this.
Okay, we'll see you tonight for dinner. Come on, boys. See you in a couple of hours. I'm going shopping.
Consider this, a responsible lady, a shopping center. But our Mrs. Keebler is a thief, a shoplifter, and will not make it home for dinner tonight.
I wonder where Mommy is.
Okay.
Welcome to Night Starter. If you're new to the room, I do this show every Wednesday night, and I try to theme it to learn about something new about. A lot of times it's music history, although last week we did a show called My Friend Food, and all the songs had food in the name or bands with food in them. And there is going to be a part 2 of that because there's a lot. Tonight's theme, though, is Funky Coffey, and it's the music of Dennis Coffey, famed Motown funk brother, and so much of the 70s psychedelic soul sound from his guitar. What we're about to do now, this is called Songcraft Time. So what I do is I usually find a loop online, and I will just build a little loop in real time. I don't ever have it planned out because that's what's the fun part. I usually just try to have my craft materials. So tonight's material is, I found a Dennis Coffey loop actually. I just Googled Dennis Coffey loop, and I found a loop from a song called, Never Can Say Goodbye from one of his records. And I'm gonna take the loop. It's not the Michael Jackson Never Can Say Goodbye, it's different. But what I was thinking, since he had that, I was thinking maybe I would add the lyrics tipping from Never Can Say Goodbye, or maybe it also reminded me of another song, so I'm just gonna build it over the next couple minutes, and then when it's done, it's just fun to have. So here we go. All right, I've got my Dennis Coffey loop queued up. All right, so it's gonna be awkward and quiet for a second. Stop it, Willie. You guys all still here? Okay. This has always makes me more nervous than anything. So this is the loop. Pretty cool. So when I heard this loop, it actually made me think of Lovely Day by Bill Withers. So maybe actually let's play around with that. I have the melody in my head, and I'm gonna build the background first. Here we go. First one. A lovely day. A lovely day. All right, next one. I'm gonna keep them all to like 20 seconds today. You gotta stop, Willie. Here's the microphone. Stop it! First one. A lovely day. A lovely day. All right. We're gonna do another now. Oh, weird, this one's tipped. All right. I'm gonna do one more harmony and then I'll do a lead. First one. A lovely day. A lovely day. All right, Willie in the background. All right, let me do play? All right, I'm gonna do a lead line now. First one. A lovely day. When I wake up in the morning.
and the sun hurts in my eyes. A lovely day, and something without warning in my eyes. A lovely day, 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 a lovely day. All right, and we'll do one more because this is fun and I'm keeping it so short tonight. Last one. A lovely day when I wake up in the morning. A lovely day, and the sun hurts in my eyes. A lovely day, and something without warning. A lovely day, a lovely day, a lovely day in my eyes. A lovely day, 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 a lovely day. That's some songcraft time for you. Let's hear it one more time. I was trying to mix it while I go. Okay. So ignore all the on time JPK Mets. Yeah, you called it. He was pretty on time. A lovely day when I wake up in the morning. A lovely day, and the sun hurts in my eyes. A lovely day, and something without warning. In my eyes. A lovely day, a lovely day. It's kind of fun. A lovely day, 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 a lovely day. Willie's down here staring at me. There we go. So there you have it. That is song craft time. There you go. See, even my other time. I was trying to mix all the millions of Kendra voices. That is song craft time. I'm gonna mute. Willie's killing me tonight. Willie. He's so old. And his breath is really bad. With that, song craft time, let me just put my... And with that, there you have it. Should I just keep up my New York skyline for the rest of the show? No, I'm trying to keep my... Thanks, Penfold Hamster. I just love making songs. I love writing. I hear a lot of melodies. Okay. I got one more little video for you, and then I'll be back with the last song and some more facts. So I'll see you right after this. Oh, I thought I would bring in some Charlie tonight. I don't have a new Charlie movie or hot dogs, but I feel like Charlie never gets old. And if anyone's never seen Charlie, it's important you get to know him. So, where is he? Okay, I'm calling it. This one is OG Charlie. Here you go.
I'm Charlie the Gnome, and these are my hobbies.
Charlie Rock.
I love picking up dog poop. I like feet. Hanging out with my friends. Sunbathing with some nice snacky. Haunted houses, and relaxing.
Hello, 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 and we are back. That was the first Charlie the Gnome movie ever made. He's a famous guy, you know, and there's going to be many more where that came from. So,
I wanted to actually talk about, I actually forgot that I have some more notes for you. So I want you to listen to what I'm going to have playing in the background right now, and I'll just talk over it. So what you're hearing right here is Dennis Coffey's song Scorpio from 1971. Can you hear me okay over this? So Dennis Coffey released his first solo instrumental album in it was called Hair and Things in 1969, and sorry, I'm just getting my levels. And then after that, his second instrumental album, this is where it all kind of blew up for him as a solo artist. His second album, Evolution, in 1971, with this song on it, Scorpio, it charted and it peaked at 13. The song Scorpio peaked at number 13 on Billboard's best-selling soul LPs, or the album itself did. But Scorpio charted at number 6 on Billboard's Hot 100. And Scorpio was recorded, all the guitars you're hearing right here were recorded in Dennis Coffey's home basement, and he used multiple guitar tracks. They were known as his guitar orchestra. So you're hearing massive guitars here. He was also invited to perform on Soul Train, and he was the first white artist to be on Soul Train. Scorpio was his biggest hit. And since then, Scorpio has become one of the most sampled tracks in history due to extensive hip-hop sampling. So I went on Genius to see how many times this song itself was sampled. It's been sampled 137 times. And here are some of the people that sampled this song that you're hearing now, Scorpio. Fugees with The Score, Public Enemy, Night of the Living Bassheads, Run DMC, Word is Born, House of Pain, All My Love, Young MC, Bust a Move. And that's just like some of them. Remember, like 137 artists have sampled this at some time. So yeah, he is easily one of the most sampled guitarists of all time. Others include on other songs, because remember he's got a lot of other songs too. Mark Ronson, De La Soul, LL Cool J, Redman, and Rage Against the Machine, just to name a few. And yeah, that's Dennis Coffey for you. Just like if you are unfamiliar with him, definitely dig into everything about him. Like if you see a record at your record shop, pick it up because they're so good. Like what I think, I'm gonna put my song on. What I think is really cool is how I've noticed that a lot of instrumental, I feel like a lot of, there we go. I feel like a lot of instrumental bands have been resurging a lot lately, like bands like Krungbin, Surprise Chef. There's a lot of great coal mine bands that are instrumental, Parlor Greens. I feel like there's just been this new resurgence of instrumental bands because instrumental is so fun. You can go in and just go to a show or put an album on and you're not like, as much as I appreciate hearing music with lyrics and singers, I just as much appreciate just zoning out to something that that doesn't have any lyrics and that's not gonna sway me and I can just pick the mood I wanna feel. Or if I'm just doing something and I wanna just not think, it's perfect. And I feel like Dennis Coffey was proof of how big instrumental music can be in the soul and the rock and roll scene. Instrumental music didn't have to just be symphony music or only jazz or, it's instrumental is also rock and roll, it's also soul, it's also folk. So yeah, catch my breath again. Yeah, I'm gonna do my last song. I have a couple more fun facts about my history with Dennis Coffey, and then we'll do the Night song. I'm almost on time, 10 o'clock. But yeah, it's been a great night starter, everybody. Thanks so much. Yeah, Penfold Hamster, Surprise Chef does have a ton of great stuff. I actually toured with them this last summer, and they were a wonderful, wonderful band, and it was a great experience. So here we go. Here's the last song. This is, I love this song so much, The Temptations with Just My Imagination. I don't have the lyrics out for this, but I think I know them by heart. This is the original instrumental of the song. So, you are hearing Dennis Coffey on guitar, and you're hearing the actual Temptations. It's always fun finding the real instrumentals.
Each day through my window, I watch him as he passes by, and I say to myself, you're such a lucky girl to have a girl like her. It's truly a dream come true. Out of all the fellas you know, she belongs to you. But it was just my imagination once again, running away with me. Telling you it was just my imagination running away with me. Soon we'll be married and raise a family. A cozy little home in the country with 2 children, maybe 3. I tell you, I can't visualize this wouldn't be a dream. But it was just my imagination once again, running away with me. Telling you it was just my imagination running away with me. Every night I dream and pray, dear Lord, hear my plea. Don't ever let another take her love from me, or I will surely die. Love is heavenly when his arms enfold me. I hear a tender rhapsody, but in reality, he doesn't even know me. Just my imagination once again, running away with me. Telling you it was just my imagination running away with me. Yeah. Just my imagination running away with me. Yeah. Telling you it was just my imagination running away. That was The Temptations with Just My Imagination. I see my dad on YouTube. Apparently I was in their belly, when, and they would listen to that song. That makes sense. It's one of my favorite songs. I've sung it so many times. I've played it on guitar, my own version ways. Yeah. So I promised you a couple final
special facts about Dennis Coffey, because at the beginning of the show, I had said that I have a history with Dennis Coffey. So, while I find my Night Starter Night song, which I have no idea what it's going to be tonight. So my history with Dennis Coffey, sorry, I'm just trying to find this while I do it. Okay, there we go. So in 2011, I'm gonna go way back in time. In 2011, when I first signed with Wax Poetics Records, I did a little 45 with Converse, and it was a Johnny Mathis song on one side, and on the second side was this song called Seaside. That 45 is somewhere out there. There's a couple of them left, I think, on Discogs. But anyways, I did that, and there used to be the label I was on was called Wax Poetics Records, and it was a magazine, and then it became a label, and I was one of the artists that they signed. Also, this Adrian Young was on the label, and we all got to do 45s that came in their magazine. So right after I signed with them, this guy reached out, and he was a collector of the magazine, and he got his hands on the 45, and he happened to live in Detroit. And he said, hey, I'm a fan of your 45. I'm working with this guy, Dennis Coffey. We're gonna put him back on the road, and we're doing a record with him, and we're reigniting his career, and we need a singer for the songs, for some of the vocal songs that we're gonna do. So, at the time, I didn't know who Dennis Coffey was, but I looked him up, and I was like, the Penfold Hamster, the song was called Seaside Surf Tide, or it was just Seaside. There was a remix called Seaside Surf Tide. But anyways, this guy asked me, hey, do you want to join Dennis Coffey on some shows? And I kind of knew who he was from looking stuff up, but it was all new to me, and I was like, absolutely, this sounds amazing. So I shuffled that away, and I ended up, through that, joining Dennis Coffey and singing with him at South by Southwest, and then I joined him and this band Will Sessions, and they were a session group, kind of like the Motown Funk Brothers, you would imagine, a group of musicians that played behind a lot of hip-hop artists in Detroit. They're called Will Sessions, and we were Dennis Coffey's band, and we toured, and we played a few select dates on the East Coast. This was my first ever official tour. We played at Bonnaroo, and I went to Europe and sang, and I got all this one-on-one time singing for Dennis Coffey, and just got to be a fly on the wall. And that's when I realized what an extensive, how important this person was. And also, he was like at the time in his late 70s. So it was funny because he was like, also he sat up front of this big white van, and we would all tell like poop jokes in the back, which I don't think he thought was funny. But he was just such a nice guy, and it was just an amazing thing to bring me into just like how deep soul music goes and how everything is connected. And one other thing I will tell you about that interesting like catalytic experience. Right after I got the gig with Dennis Coffey, before I did it, I played a show at the old Rockwood Music Hall in the East Village. Afterwards, we did an after party in this little bar room next door, and I was there, and a guy that knew one of my bandmates approached, and he said he was there with this guy, DJ Premier, and I was just kind of like, everybody started freaking out because it was DJ Premier, and I turned and he introduced me, and so I'm standing there talking to DJ Premier, and like, I had just finished a show, so I was just kind of, my energy was all over the place, and it hadn't hit me how, like, what a legend DJ Premier himself is, and to be just him at this little after party, and the guy that had brought him happened to just sit next to him on a plane and said, hey, do you want to go to this show with me? So I'm talking to DJ Premier, and he says to me, oh, I'm sorry, I missed your show. I heard it was good. You're a singer. And I said, yeah, I'm a singer. And he's like, well, can you tell me, like, what are you doing next? And I said, well, I'm actually, like, going on tour with this guy, Dennis Coffey. And Premier just, like, stops me in my tracks and he goes, what? Dennis Coffey? The Dennis Coffey? And he suddenly, like freaked out and was like, Dennis Coffey is one of the most hip-hop, like one of the most sampled guitarists of all time. That guy's a legend. He's like, you must be a good singer if you're touring with Dennis Coffey. So he gave me his number right there on the spot, gave me his email, gave me his number. He's like, message me when you're in South by Southwest, maybe we can meet up. I'd love to see you with Dennis Coffey. So what ended up happening after that, which is crazy, and then I'll wrap this story. It's just one of my favorite stories as a musician. So a few months later, I'm in South by Southwest. I played a show with my band, and then I was doing the Dennis Coffey show as well. And I decided, I saw like a poster up for DJ Premier that he'd be there. And I was like, I'm just gonna message this and see if he's around. And I'm at a bar in a hotel, and it's crowded. This is like 2011, like insane South by Southwest before, like, it was when it was like Wild West. And I'm at the bar, and I'm like texting him, and I'm like, hey, this is Kendra Morris. I met you in New York. I'm singing with Dennis Coffey. I just saw your poster. Are you here? And he goes, yeah, I'm at this bar. And he says, the bar. And then I was like, wait, I'm at that bar right now. And we're texting, and I turn around, and right behind me at the bar is DJ Premier, and we're texting each other. And it was just like, what? And so it was just like another insane Kismet moment. And it was right before I had put out Banshee, the album. I just finished it, and randomly, my label at the time were saying, we need someone really amazing to do a remix for one of the songs. And I had been just had this insane, like, Kismet, like, experience meeting Premier a few weeks before in New York, and now here he was next to me at South by Southwest, and I said, hey, would you be interested in doing a remix for me? And he said, of course. And so that is exactly what happened. From there on, he ended up doing a remix for the song Concrete Waves on my album Banshee. And it's the Concrete Waves DJ Premier 320 remix. It's one of my favorite remixes of mine of all time. Like, he knocked it out of the park. I remember when he was in the studio doing it, he called me and he's like, I just played these like toys on it. And he was showing me the songs, the sounds. And yeah, that's how, so rewind back to Dennis Coffey, who we've been talking about all night. And it's so crazy how things line up. Like, maybe had I not had gotten the opportunity to sing with Dennis Coffey and ran into DJ Premier and then said, hey, I'm singing for Dennis Coffey, like all those things that lead up to other things, and having that connection with DJ Premier. And he ended up DJing the album release party I did as well at Le Poisson Rouge. And just, man, like, the world of music is really such an incredible adventure. It really goes beyond like the money, because like money in music is like not, it's a whole other thing. But like, I don't do it for that. I do it for like this right now, like getting to tell these stories and meeting new people, and just how the crazy stories and experiences and people you meet and the lives that you touch and the lives that touch you. I'm getting corny, but I just do think that music and art and the creative universe is just something bigger than we could imagine. It has something just beyond what we can imagine. I think it has something to do with serendipitous moments and just why we show up in people's lives at the right time. So anyways, with that, I have once again gone over my time, only by 15 minutes, and my Roger unplugged my computer, so it hasn't been charging, and it's gonna die soon. But that was Night Starter. Oh, one last thing before the Night Night song. I started a WhatsApp. It is linked for now. I'm trying to get the link up. It's in my stories on Instagram today. It's a WhatsApp group, and there's a Night Starter group in my WhatsApp community, so everyone can stay in touch. And also, I can update you if for some reason I need to move a night. On the YouTube page, there's a link to the WhatsApp. If you go into wherever my links are on the main, you can find the WhatsApp link there, or you can find it in my stories. And also, I will put the link. Twitch friends, I'm so sorry, I have not gotten good at doing multiple things at once, like putting things into the chat. I will learn that. I'm planning on really just keeping to do this, so I'll keep learning as I go. But yeah, as I was saying, find my WhatsApp. I'll repost it tomorrow. I'll try to do some sort of post in Twitch so everybody has it there too. And sign up for my WhatsApp because I'm so burned out on algorithms on social media, and I want a way to just connect to everybody and be like, this is where I'll be, and if I go on tour, then you're the first to know. So yeah, it's the Kendra Morris WhatsApp community. It's called Kendra Morris Wonderful Weird World or something like that. All right, here's the Night Night song, and then I will, until my computer dies, play that weird video I was playing earlier. Or not, because it is about to die. Let's do the Night Night song. Thank you so much, everybody. It was so good to see you guys. Good to see old friends, new friends, Twitch and YouTube. Oh yeah, my computer just said it's gonna die. Yeah, thanks again, and thank you for tipping if you did, and if you didn't, thank you for being here. I just appreciate you guys being in the room, commenting, and just keep telling people about the show and showing up. So, appreciate you guys, and here is a Night Night song. Oops, that's not the Night Night song. Sorry, I thought I had one. I still don't have it. Okay, there's gotta be one here. Nope, okay, so I'm sorry you guys, this is my bad. I do this every week. I say that I'm gonna do a Night Night song and then I don't have it picked out. All right, here we go. Let's do this one. This is not a Dennis Coffey song. Fleetwood Mac. It's the song to put you to bed. I took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hill. Till the landslide brought me down. Mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tide? Can I handle the seasons of my life? What a beautiful song. I love you guys, I really do. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I could play guitar like this someday. Maybe when I'm Dennis Coffey's age, 85, I'll do it. Never too late to learn. Thanks again, everybody. So good to see you guys. Aw, thanks, Philharmonic, for resubscribing. Shade of changing, 'cause I build my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. I'm getting older too. Take my love, take it down. Climb a mountain, turn around. If you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, will bring you down. And if you see my reflection in the snow-covered hills, well, the landslide will bring you down. Landslide will bring you down. That was Fleetwood Mac. Oh, Stevie Nicks with Landslider. Thanks again, everybody, for listening to Night Starter, watching Night Starter. I will be back next week, same time, same place. We're on a roll with Night Starter, but what's gonna be the theme? I don't know, but I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget about the WhatsApp, and have a great week. Have a really great week. Focus on the moment and your feet on the ground. Don't worry about all the other. Just put your feet on the ground, pick a piece of grass if it's a nice day. Thanks again, everybody. So happy to see you. I'm just gonna end, because my computer's about to die. I'm going to end the way we started with the theme song, and I'll see you guys next week. Or before. I am gonna maybe I'll do a pop-in Twitch live stream again this week. See ya.